Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I welcome you to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita session. Thank you very much for joining. Today is April 7th, 2026. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 9. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's travels to the holy places in South India. So we saw Mahaprabhu is pacifying Venkat Bhatta, trying to make Venkat Bhatta happy by so after he has established that it is Krishna who is supreme, who is Swayam Bhagwan and not Lord Narayan, and to substantiate that, Mahaprabhu said that it is natural that Lakshmi Devi is getting attracted to Krishna because Krishna has additional features, extraordinary qualities which Lord Narayan does not have. Because Krishna is Swayam Bhagwan and Lord Narayan is a Vilasa Murti, an expansion of Krishna. Therefore, Lord Narayan does not have all the qualities that Krishna has. These additional features in terms of rasa. So it's only natural that Lakshmi Devi at every second is hankering after Krishna. But you don't find the same happening with the gopis and Lord Narayan. You don't see that the gopis are wanting to go and associate with Lord Narayan. On the contrary, what to speak of Lord Narayan, even if Krishna himself, Krishna of Goloka, if he just jokingly, if he just showed four arms, they don't have attraction for that form. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted a verse that says that when Krishna showed Narayan form, the ecstatic affection of the gopis for Krishna became crippled, seeing the four-handed form. So this is the greatest secret. The gopis' love, the gopis' attraction for Lord Krishna, that is the greatest secret, which is not to be found. You can only find that in in the hearts of the gopis and whoever the gopis share their love with, their bhava with. So, in this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established that it is Krishna who is Swayam Bhagavan and not Narayan. And then to pacify or to make Venkat Bhatta happy, then the Lord said that, um, don't worry, my dear Venkat Bhatta, I am, I was just joking. So he said, uh, don't become unhappy. Don't become unhappy, my dear Bhatta. I was just joking. Now listen to the Siddhanta, the philosophy of Shastra, in which all the Vaishnavas have firm faith. Actually, Krishna and Narayan is one person, same Swarup. Similarly, between Gopi and Lakshmi, there is no difference. One form only. It is one personality appearing as Gopi and as Lakshmi Devi. So that same person, Lakshmi Devi in the form of Gopi, is associating with Krishna and tasting the association of Krishna. Because it's only one person, so Lakshmi Devi in the form of Gopi is tasting the association of Krishna. To see difference in īśvaratva is actually an offense. Seeing difference in īśvaratva is offense. So in the purport we saw Srila Prabhupada is saying how sometimes some foolish people, they ask, when you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, the Rama that you're chanting, is it, Rama, Lord Ramchandra, the husband of Sita Devi, or is it Balarama? And then Prabhupada is saying, and if it is not Lord Ramchandra, that means you are being partial. You are not giving any importance to Lord Ramchandra. But Prabhupada says this is foolishness. Only neophytes, foolish people think like that. There is no difference between Lord Ram and Lord Balram. It's the same person. Just different moods. He's the same person. That's the point being made here also. So to see difference in īśvaratvam is an offense. Now, you should understand, already Mahaprabhu established in the beginning that Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. Now the Lord is saying there is no difference. This is acintya, bheda, abheda. There is difference and there is also no difference. In what way there is difference and in what way there is no difference, you should understand. Not that put everything in one box. That is also not right. You should know the difference, how they are different, and also how they are not different. So when they are not different, in that if you say they are different, then that becomes an offense. So how are they not different? All forms of the Lord have the same sakshat parabrahmatvam, direct absoluteness. Maybe since I got this opportunity, I will just show you something in drawing. So what is sakshat parabrahmatvam? I'll tell you. This has become so slow. Like our bodies get old and we start slowing down like that. Everything material starts gradually dwindling, becoming slow. Okay. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay. So, reading from Sri Caitanya Charitamrita, Sri Caitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 9, and text. The text we are reading now is one. Yes. Yes. So I was telling you about the goddess of fortune enjoys association of Krishna through gopis. This line, īśvaratve bheda mānile, hoy aparādha. So 154 and 155, both of them. So 154 and 155. Okay. So the main point that I want to explain here is īśvaratvena bheda paile hoy aparādha. This is the point I want to explain. So, and in this regard, I want to tell you about acintya, bheda, and abheda. Relationship. What are we looking at here? We are looking at Lord Krishna, and then we are looking at Lord Narayan. Similarly, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, like this. Many, unlimited avatars or expansions of the Lord. Like we heard Garga Muni telling Nanda Maharaj, Bahuni Rupani Santi. That means Bahuni Santi Rupani. So there are many forms. Bahuni Santi Namani and Rupani cha. That means there are many forms and names and forms. Te sutasya, of your son. How? Following his gunas and activities. How many there are? I don't know, nor do his associates know. Like that. That means there are so many forms of the Lord. Even the great Gargacharya, who is the astrologer, who can see, the future, he is saying that I also don't know. The Lord's forms are unlimited. So that's why I just put these dots. Okay, because there is no limit, no counting. But the point is here, Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. And all these forms are his expansions. There are different types of expansions. Therefore, I'm just writing in general expansions. You have Tadekatma and Avesha. They will come in this. But Krishna and expansions. What is our task here? We want to see how are they different. That means there is bheda. And how are they non-different? That means abheda. There is bheda and there is abheda. What is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu telling here? Īśvaratve bheda paile hoy aparādha. That means if you see difference in two forms of īśvara, īśvara means the Lord, controller. Krishna is also īśvara, Lord Narayan is also īśvara. If you see a difference between them, specifically here is said īśvaratvam, right? If you see difference in īśvaratva, then it is an offense, the Lord is saying. So, but is there actually a difference? There is some difference, but not in īśvaratvam. Okay? So, let's look at īśvaratvam. As īśvara, there is no difference. As īśvara, there is no difference. What do you mean by īśvara? Īśvara means, sarvagnatam. There are certain qualities of īśvara, the Supreme Lord. Īśvara means, īśvara has certain characteristics. Such as, so you have sarvagnata. That means omniscient. He knows everything and he knows past, present and future. This is the quality of īśvara. And there is another quality of sakshat parabrahmatvam. Sakshat parabrahma. Sakshat parabrahmatvam. This is direct absoluteness. So these are the qualities. There are many qualities, right? As a controller, then also you can say has 6 opulences. What are they? So this Sakshat Parabrahma will have this 6 opulences. When you say Sakshat Parabrahmatvam, that includes the 6 opulence. Okay? When you say Sakshat Parabrahmatvam, it includes these 6 opulences. So if you say that, it's understood. What are they? Aishwarya, Virya, Yasha, Shriya, Jnanam, and Vairagyam. These are the 6 opulences that Sakshat Parabrahmatvam will have. Or we say Sakshat Parabrahmatvam means Vishnu Tattva. So what I want to tell you here is, when these qualities are there, then so for example, when you say īśvara means omniscient. Omniscient. So can you say that Lord Krishna knows more than Lord Narayan? If you say like that, then it is an offense, because both Krishna and all expansions are Sakshat Parabrahma. Also, I want to tell you what is the difference between Sakshat Parabrahma and indirect Parabrahma. You see, in Gunavatars, you have Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. Yes? All 3 are avatars. But not all 3 are īśvaras. This is a good example to understand. Okay? So all 3 are gunavatars. Yes? So they are avatars of the Lord. But still, Lord Vishnu is Swamsha. Lord Brahma is Vibhinnamsha. What is Swamsha? Swamsha means direct expansion. Vibhinnamsha means separated expansion. That means a living entity that is empowered with the potency of the Lord. That is Vibhinnamsha. Swamsha means Swamsha means direct expansion of the Lord, direct expansion of the Lord. What about Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva is neither Swamsha nor Vibhinnamsha. Lord Shiva is neither Swamsha nor Vibhinnamsha. That means he is in between. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. Okay? So, of the three, who has Sakshat Parabrahmatvam? All three have Sakshat Parabrahmatvam? Okay, another thing. When you say īśvara, Lord Shiva is īśvara, Lord Vishnu is īśvara. That means when you say īśvara, there is that quality of sarvagnata, all-knowing. You know past, present, future, and you know everything. You can enter into everyone's heart like Paramatma. You know everything. That is sarvagnata. Īśvara has sarvagnata. Lord Shiva has sarvagnata. Lord Brahma has sarvagnata. Lord Shiva has sarvagnata. Lord Vishnu has sarvagnata. Does Lord Brahma have sarvagnata? No. He is not Īśvara. Why? Because he is Vibhinnamsha. He is separated expansion of the Lord. He is a living entity. So therefore he is not Īśvara. But Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu are Īśvara. But Lord Vishnu has Sakshat Parabrahmatvam. Lord Shiva, no, he doesn't have Sakshat Parabrahmatvam. Lord Brahma also doesn't have Sakshat Parabrahmatvam. So they are Gunavataras. Lord Brahma controls the mode of passion. Lord Brahma controls the mode of passion. Lord Shiva controls the mode of ignorance. Lord Vishnu controls the mode of goodness. Yes? Lord Vishnu controls the mode of goodness. And with the mode of passion, Lord Brahma does creation. With ignorance, Lord Shiva does destruction. And with goodness, Lord Vishnu does maintenance. All these three are material modes. Material goodness, material... so passion, ignorance, and goodness. These are material modes. Okay? Still, of these three forms, so all three are avatars, guna avatars, controlling the three modes. Who should you worship in the three? You should only worship Lord Vishnu. You should not worship Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva as the Supreme Lord. If you worship Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma as the Supreme Lord, it's not correct. Okay? You should only worship Lord Vishnu as the Supreme Lord. Why? What is the reason? Lord Brahma has a body made of the mode of passion. Okay? It's made of passion. Brahmaji's body is made of passion. Okay? Brahmaji's body is made of passion. What about Lord Shiva's body? Lord Shiva's body is made of ignorance. And Lord Vishnu's body is made of goodness? No. Lord Vishnu's body is made of Shuddha Sattva. It is transcendental. Is made of Shuddha Sattva. It's not made of Sattva Guna. It's not made of mode of goodness. It's not made of material mode of goodness. Then how Lord Vishnu is maintaining using the material mode of goodness? So what is the relationship of Brahmaji with the modes? with modes means Maya. What type of relationship does Brahmaji have with the modes? He has Sanyoga Sambandha, Sanyoga Sambandha with the modes. Sanyoga means touching. He touches the material mode. His body is made of passion. And then he's controlling passion, and with passion he's creating. But for him to create, he's actually touching the mode of passion. So Sanyoga Sambandha with Maya. What about Lord Shiva? He also has Sanyoga Sambandha with ignorance. Sanyoga Sambandha. His body is made of ignorance, so he has Sanyoga Sambandha. And what about Lord Vishnu? He doesn't have Sanyoga Sambandha. His body is not made of Sattva-guna. He doesn't even touch Sattva-guna. He has Samīpya Sambandha. Because his body is made of Shuddha Sattva, it's transcendental, and because it does not touch the material mode, even though he is doing maintenance using the mode of goodness, but he never touches it. Samīpya, right? Proximity. With proximity, he is managing. Therefore, only Lord Vishnu is worshipable. Lord Vishnu's form is only worshipable. The forms of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are not worshipable as the Supreme Lord. What will happen if one worships Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva as a Supreme? Because they are having Samīpya Sambandha with the modes of passion and ignorance, their worshippers will be influenced by Rajoguna and Tamoguna. If you worship Lord Shiva, then you will get Tamoguna. If you worship Lord Brahma, then you will get Rajoguna. Or you can also say, who will be attracted to the worship of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva as the Supreme? Those who are already in Rajoguna, Tamoguna, and who are attracted to those objects. What are the objects of Rajoguna? You want wealth, you want power, you want fame, beauty. Such people, they will worship. Or you want to kill somebody, those are in the modes of ignorance, like Rakshasas, like that. So they will worship Lord Shiva. And that's why you will see the demons, Rakshasas, who do they meditate on? Hiranyakashipu was meditating on who? He meditated on Lord Brahma and also Lord Shiva. Those who are in the modes of ignorance, and of course, when I say Hiranyakashipu, you take Hiranyakashipu externally as a Rakshasa. Now don't say that he's, Jai Vijay Vaikunthavasi. Not like that. Now he's playing the role of a Daitya, like that. So the point is, here, all three are there. On what level you say they are the same? All three are Gunavatars. All three are controlling the modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance. That means each mode they are controlling. And with that particular mode, they are doing creation, destruction, maintenance. So in that way, you can say, yes, the three are Gunavatars. So on that level, you say, okay, they're equal. But then they're not equal also. They're different. How they are different? I told you. Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu are īśvaras. Why they are īśvaras? Because Sarvagnata is there. You know everything, past, present, future, and every living entity. You can, like Paramatma in the heart, they can know what's going on. So īśvaratvam is there in Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. But it is not there in Brahma. So can you equate all three and say all three are īśvaras? No, because there is difference also. They are equal on one platform, but they're different on another, from another angle. Again, within the three, Sakshat Parabrahmatum is there only in Vishnu. It's not there in Shiva and Brahma. Sakshat Parabrahmatum. So that's why if you equate Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu on the same level, it's Vaishnava. It's an offense to the holy name. To consider the names of Lord Vishnu to be equal, or the names of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva to be equal to or independent of the names of Lord Vishnu, is the second offense to the holy name. So you cannot say, oh, all are equal. So there is difference here. So these are bheda. These are bheda. And also he is Swamsha, he is Vibhinnamsha, and he is a different category altogether, Lord Shiva. Neither Vibhinnamsha nor Swamsha. He is in the middle. He's less than Swamsha, but more than Vibhinnamsha, in between, like that. Like this. But of the three, who should you worship? Only Lord Vishnu is worshipable because he has Samipya Sambandha. He does not have Sayoga Sambandha. Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are touching the modes. Whereas Lord Vishnu, he is not touching the modes. His body is transcendental. It's made of Shuddha Sattva, whereas their bodies are made of passion and ignorance. However, if you worship Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva as a Vaishnava, like we read in Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma is, he gave us, he's our Acharya, pioneer, right? The first Acharya, we are known by him, Brahma Sampradaya. He's our Guru, original Guru. And he gave us the praise, Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Do we worship Brahmaji? Of course. Worshipping Brahmaji as a Vaishnava. Because when you're a Vaishnava, your body becomes transcendental. Like Lord Vishnu's body is transcendental here, Vaishnava's body is also transcendental. So you can worship Lord Brahma as a Vaishnava, as a Guru, because now his body is transcendental. Even when we read Nectar of Devotion, the verse, Anyabhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadhyanavritam Anukulyena Kṛṣṇa-saṅgāsvāda, their Anushilanam, Kṛṣṇa-saṅgāsvāda. We begin explaining with Kṛṣṇa-saṅgāsvāda. So, Shilanam means, Shilanam means doing activity with your body, mind or speech, or maintaining a mood in your mind. Priti Vishadatmaka. That means mood of happiness or mood of distress. For who? Krishna. For Krishna. Krishna Anushilanam. So doing activities with your body, mind or speech, or maintaining a mood or mood of happiness or distress. Again and again. Anu means again and again, not just once or twice, always. For Krishna. There, Krishna-anushilanam is not just for Krishna. Either Krishna or Guru is said. So when you say doing activities with your body, mind or speech and maintaining a mood, this means Shravana Kirtana Adi Rupa Bhakti. You're doing, chanting the names, hearing, remembering, worshipping, all these activities, devotional activities, direct devotional service that you do for Krishna. But when you say Krishna-anushilanam, Krishna includes Krishna and Guru, it is said. Why? Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasadaha. Sakshad haritvena samasta shastrair uktastatha bhavyate vasadbhi. Sakshad haritvena samasta shastrair uktastatha. That means all shastras are saying Sakshad Hari. So by serving Krishna, he's a confidential associate of Krishna. Therefore, for the disciple, he is as good as Hari. So you can hear the glories, like you hear glories of Krishna, names of Krishna. You can hear the names of Guru, glories of Guru. And the way you worship, do Archana of Krishna, you can do Archana of Guru. And that is considered pure devotional service. Anya Vilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmad. That's direct devotional service. Direct devotional service, not pure. Pure means you have to add two more. Anya Vilashita Shunyam and Jnana Karmadhyanavritam. But when you say Krishna-anushilanam, it is doing Shravana Kirtana Adi Rupa Bhakti for Krishna or for Guru also. Why? Because Guru's body is also transcendentalized. That's what I'm saying. And pure devotees also. So therefore, Brahma and Vishnu, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, if you worship as the Supreme Lord, independent Supreme Lord, like you worship Lord Vishnu, he is the Supreme Lord, independent Supreme Lord, you should worship. Because only Lord Vishnu can liberate you from this material world. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva cannot liberate you from this material world. As, as Gunavataras, I'm saying, like you have ministers, right? You have Prime Minister and you have Home Minister, Defense Minister. These are posts. Like that, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva is also a post. So someone who is simply in that post, but if he's not a Vaishnava, is that person able to liberate? No. People are worshipping Lord Shiva directly as the Supreme Lord. Can they be liberated? No. Can Brahma ji liberate? No. Can Lord Vishnu liberate? Yes. Why? Because he has Sakshat Parabrahmatvam. His body is transcendental. So he can liberate. However, now our particular Brahmaji, he is a Vaishnava. He got darshan of the Lord. He is a devotee of the Lord. Same, Lord Shiva is also a devotee of the... As a Vaishnava, if you worship Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, that's wonderful. Because Vaishnava's bodies are transcendental. So therefore, when you worship Lord Shiva as a devotee of the Supreme Lord, then that's wonderful. That's great. Because his body is also transcendental. Don't we worship Srila Prabhupada on the altar? We perform arti, we bow down before him, we pray to him. Spiritual master. Like that, you bow down before Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, as a Vaishnava Acharya, as a great devotee, as a Vaishnava, and pray to him. Can he deliver you? Yes, because he delivers you by connecting you to the Supreme Lord. So that point we should not forget here whenever we see. But if you simply worship as independent Supreme Lord, as if you're seeing them as competitors, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. Some people say, we are the worshippers, we are Shaivites, and we are Vaishnavas, and then they fight. That won't give any, you won't get any liberation if you worshipping Lord Shiva as an independent Supreme Lord. You should not worship. Who worships? People who are in the modes of ignorance will worship. And by that worship, what will happen? The mode of ignorance will increase in you. That's the point. But here, coming back to our verse, Mahāprabhu is saying, if you see difference in the īśvaratva, right? Krishna is also īśvara, Narayan, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, all have Sakshat Parabrahmatvam. He is directly the Supreme Lord. Sakshat Parabrahmatvam is there. On that level, can you differentiate? No. Krishna is superior to Lord Narayan. Krishna has more, knowledge than Lord Narayan, or Narayan has more opulence than Krishna. If you say like that, if you see a difference, Caitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, it will be an offense to the Lord. You cannot say that. On that level, it's like, Deepar chireva hidashantaramabhyupetya. Right? With one candle, you light 100 candles. And then all have the same candle power. And you put even the original candle there. Can you differentiate which is which? No. In terms of light, all of them have the same candle power. There you cannot say, oh, this has more light and that has less light. You cannot say that because they have the same candle power. On that level, from that angle, if you see differences between the Lord's various forms, it is an offense. That's what Mahaprabhu is saying. However, there is a difference also. Then what is that difference? How they are different? What is that bheda? And Brahma Samhita itself says, yes, first candle is lighting all other candles, and when you keep the first candle, they all have the same candle power. However, you still give credit to the original candle which is lighting all other candles. Like during Damodarashtakam, in Kartik month, during Damodarashtakam, we show lamps. There is one candle that is kept there, right? Everyone goes and lights their candles or lamps from that lamp. So that lamp has its position. That lamp is giving light to all other lamps. Everyone goes there to take light. So that lamp is definitely seen as different from all the other lamps. We take light from there, we offer to the Lord, and we leave on the altar. But that lamp where everyone can come, that is the original lamp. Everyone distinguishes that lamp. They can see the difference. That way there is difference also. Krishna is the original Supreme Lord from whom all other expansions are issuing forth. So that the difference is also there. But in terms of power, like candle power, you cannot say, oh, one is different, one is higher, one is lower. If you say like that, then it is an offense, the Lord is saying. You cannot say. So the context here is the Lord is trying to pacify Venkat Bhatta. So he's saying that, no, there is no difference between Narayan and Krishna. It's actually the same person. And in īśvaratva, you see difference, it's an offense. So don't worry, my dear Venkat Bhatta, don't be sad. I was just joking, like that, Mahāprabhu saying. And also in terms of difference, what is the difference in Krishna? So like you can say that original candle, that is one thing, right? That is the difference, because from him all other expansions are coming. And also Krishna has 4 additional qualities which his expansions don't have. Nobody else has. Krishna and Vrindavan has these. What are they? Rūpa madhuri, sweetness. This is not in terms of power, it's in terms of sweetness. Rūpa madhuri, Leela madhuri, Prema madhuri, and Venu madhuri, flute. This is found only in Krishna, original Krishna and Vrindavan. You don't find this anywhere. Not even in Mathura Dwarka, only in Vrindavan you'll find this. Okay. So now with that background, I know time is up, but I'll just read a little bit because I don't think we read much today. We didn't even start actually. I was just giving a recap. So the point is, Mahāprabhu is trying to pacify Venkat Bhatta and said that there's no difference between Lord Narayan and Krishna, same person, same form. In the same way, there's no difference between Lakshmi and Gopi, same person. So through Lakshmi, in the form of Lakshmi, in the form of Gopi, Lakshmi is tasting the association of Krishna. īśvaratve, bheda, mānile, haya, aparādha. If you see difference between īśvara, 2 īśvaras, it's an offense. You should not differentiate. Eka-i īśvara, bhaktera, dhyāna-anurūpa. Now today's verse 155. So I just explained 154 today further about on what level there is a difference and on what level there is no difference. It is acintya, bheda and abheda. Both are there. Difference is there, non-difference is there, and that is acintya for us. We cannot conceive that. eka-i bhaktera, dhyāna-anurūpa, eka-i vigrahe kare, nānākāra rūpa. So now Mahāprabhu is explaining. In īśvaras, 2 īśvaras, you cannot see difference. Eka-i, one īśvar. Eka-i means the Lord is one. Bhaktera dhyāna-anurūpa, following the meditation of the devotee, that one Lord, eka-i vigrahe kare nānākāra rūpa. That means following the bhava of the devotee, that one Lord appears in different forms. Actually, when I showed you even this, even here, so the reference for what I explained now is Srimad Bhagavatam, this explanation about Gunavatars. The reference is Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st canto, 2nd chapter, text 23. Sattva rajas tamaiti, prakrite gunastayit, that verse. So, here it is said, one Lord, one īśvara, it's only one person, has appeared in 3 forms. One īśvara only has appeared in 3 forms. That verse says, who is this one īśvara who is appearing in 3 forms? Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Yes? From Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Brahmaji comes in Virata Rupa, in the lotus. Top is Brahmaji. Then from Brahmaji's forehead, Lord Shiva is coming. And from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, further expansion is Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, this Vishnu. So all 3 are coming from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So one īśvara is coming in 3 forms for the sake of creation, destruction and maintenance. So Lord Brahma is controlling mode of passion, Lord Shiva controlling mode of ignorance, and Lord Vishnu controlling mode of goodness. So these 3 are actually coming from one person. One person is coming in 3 forms. However, there is difference that I showed you. Brahmaji is a living entity, Vibhinnamsha. Lord Vishnu is Swamsha. Lord Shiva is in between. And also, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu are Ishvaras. Brahmaji is not. And Lord Vishnu has Sakshat Parabrahmatvam. Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma don't. So there are differences also. But the one person is coming in three different forms. That's the point here. Okay. Let's take only that much. Here, what I'm trying to tell you is one person is coming in three different forms. Similarly, in this verse, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that eka-i, Lord is one. Bhaktera dhyāna-anurūpa eka-i vigrahe kare nānākāra. Depending on the dhyana or the meditation of the devotee or the bhava of the devotee, the Lord manifests in different forms as Lord Varaha, Lord Narasimha, Lord Vamana, Lord Rama. He's coming in so many different forms. What is the purpose? For the sake of pastime. Pastimes are performed with who? With the Lord's devotees. So depending on the mood of the devotee, one Lord is coming in so many different forms. And are they all different bodies? It's only one body. It's not different bodies. One body only. Just manifesting in different places at different times in different forms, but it's only one body. How is it? That is acintya. You cannot conceive of that with your material mind. So, eka-i bhaktera dhyāna-anurūpa eka-i vigrahe. That's why eka-i vigrahe means it's one body only. It's not many bodies. Don't mistake. That's why it's an offense to see difference. You know, like one person, right? One person only. And then, I like the person when he's at home and I hate the person when he's in his workplace. He's the same person. He's the same person, right? So, eka-i vigrahe kore nānākāra. But he's coming in different forms. One person, one body. Vigraha means that body. One body only. But is appearing in so many forms. Why? Bhaktera dhyāna-anurūpa. Following the mood, following the meditation of the devotee, one Lord is appearing in many forms. There is no difference between the transcendental forms of the Lord. Different forms are manifested due to different attachments of different devotees. Actually, the Lord is one, but he appears in different forms just to satisfy his devotees. Purport. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated, again, we are reading the same verse. We read in Bhagavatam, we read in the previous verse also, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Advaitamachyutamanadimanantarupam adyam purana purusham navayovanam cha. So here Advaitam should be taken, right? It's only one person. And also Advaitam and also Anadirupam, Anantarupam. One person but coming in many forms. The Lord is Advaita without differentiation. There is no difference between the forms of Krishna, Rama, Narayan and Vishnu. All of them are one. Sometimes foolish people ask whether when we chant Rama in the Hare Krishna mantra, we refer to Lord Ramchandra or Lord Balaram. If a devotee says that the name Ram, acha, we read this yesterday. Anyway, I'll just read. If a devotee says that the name Rama in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra refers to Balaram, a foolish person may become angry because to him the name Rama refers to Lord Ramchandra. Actually, there is no difference between Balaram and Lord Ram. It does not matter whether one refers to Balaram or to Lord Ramchandra when chanting Hare Rama, for there is no difference between them. That means according to your mood. However, it is offensive to think that Balaram is superior to Lord Ramchandra or vice versa. But if you think one is superior to the other, then that's an offense. Neophyte devotees, that means in terms of potency, right? But in terms of rasa, the mood, so definitely there is difference. That's the whole idea why he is coming in so many forms. For different moods, there is different tastes. Certainly, higher and lower tastes are there. But to say that he is more powerful, he is supreme, like that. So you shouldn't say that. It is offensive to think that Balaram is superior to Lord Ramchandra or vice versa. Neophyte devotees do not understand this Shastric conclusion, and consequently they unnecessarily create an offensive situation. Right? Take sides and then start fighting. Offensive. In text 154, Sri Caitanya Mahāprabhu clarified this in a very lucid way. īśvaratve bheda mānile hoy aparādha. It is offensive for one to differentiate between the forms of the Lord. On the other hand, one should not think that the forms of the Lord are the same as the forms of the demigods. So this also, yes, we read this yesterday. But that's why today's class was nice, because I also showed you about Brahma and Shiva. So that shows, now you say Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, all three are same. No, that becomes an offense. Why why they are different, that also I showed you. Sakshat Parabrahmatvam, Swamsha Vibhinnamsha, and also Sambandha, their Sambandha is Sayoga Sambandha and Samipya Sambandha. One's body is transcendental, the other two's bodies are made of the modes. Like that. There is difference. So you cannot just put all of them on the same level. That becomes an offense. If you put the Supreme Lord and the demigods on the same level, that is an offense. But all forms of Sakshat Parabrahmatvam, like Lord Rama, Lord Narasimha, Lord Varaha, and then you see differences in them, that's also an offense. Like that. Yastu Narayanam Devam Brahma Rudradi Daivataha Samatvenaiva Viksheta Sa Pashandi Bhavedrom. If you don't see the difference between demigods and the Lord and put them on an equal level, then such a person is an atheist, because this is against the Vedas. You are not following the Vedic philosophy. This is from Hari Bhakti Vilas. A Pashandi is one who considers the great demigods such as Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva equal to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayan. So two important points in this verse. One point is don't see difference between Vishnu Tattva. The other point is don't put demigods and Lord Vishnu on the same platform. Both are offensive. Both are offensive. Don't see the Vishnu forms, difference between the Vishnu forms, that one is higher, one is lower, like that. In terms of īśvaratva. That's why īśvaratva is said. In terms of controllership or, power. Sakshat Parabrahmatvam. Remember like that. That means they all have Sakshat Parabrahmatvam. You cannot say one has more absoluteness, one has less absoluteness. No, they all have equal absoluteness. They means all these forms. It's one person only, one body only, in different forms. All these forms have same Sakshat Parabrahmatvam. There's not that one has more and one has less. If you say like that, it's an offense. What about Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva? Do they have Parabrahmatvam? Yes, they also have. But is it Sakshat? It's not Sakshat. It is indirect. How? So being the energy of the Lord, and energy is non-different from the energetic, in that sense, energy and energetic are non-different, being the energy of the Lord. So that is also same as the Lord. Energy and energetic are same. In that sense, they are also absolute. Being the energy of the Lord, they are also absolute. But their absoluteness is indirect. It's not sakshat. So you must see the difference between demigods and the Lord. You must see the difference. If you don't see the difference and put them on the same level, it is an offense. So therefore, people who do panchopasana, it's an offense. Mayavadi worship, type of worship, where you worship Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Goddess Durga, Surya, Ganesha, all on the same level. In Hindu temples, you will see it's an offense. It's an offense. You cannot do that. You should give definitely the position what one deserves, that must be given. And that does not mean you are being, discriminating. Yes, discriminating is actually respecting. Putting everyone in the same box, that is disrespecting. When someone is qualified, that person must be treated according to their qualification. Same with Vaishnavas also. You have different grades of Vaishnavas. You have Uttam Bhakta, you have Madhyam Bhakta, you have Kanishta Bhakta. You cannot say, oh, I have equal vision, so I will put them all on the same level. That is an offense. Uttama Bhakta must be given a higher position. And similarly, on the material platform also, division is always there. Kshatriyas are different, Brahmanas are different, Vaishyas are different. You see, in Mahabharata, when you read, whenever there is some special program, All the Brahmanas, their seats are arranged separately. Kshatriyas' seats are arranged separately. Vaishyas separately. And even amongst Kshatriyas also, those who are kings, their accommodation is different. And those who are, below, like ministers, their accommodation is different. That means according to qualification, imagine it takes so much advancement, intelligence, culture to actually recognize the difference and then to honor them according to their position. This is actually respecting. If you put a low person on a high level along with everyone else, and if you think you're respecting this low person, you're not. You're actually insulting. Who says this? Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj says. When Prithu Maharaj when Prithu Maharaj appeared, all these bards, the Sutas, Magadas, Vandis, they came to glorify. Oh, that means they were now saying about the activities which he was going to do in future. So they're already saying that he has done like that. No, you are this and you are that, and you did this and you did that, you are going to do. And Prithu Maharaj said, why are you saying all these things? I appeared just now. I haven't accomplished anything. I didn't do anything, and you're already praising me and glorifying me. So they said, no, but we know from authorities, it is these great sages, Trikalagyas, they can see future also. They know what you're going to do, and they have inspired us from within our heart to glorify you like this. So then he said, you're going to do these in future, you're going to do all these activities. So then he said, in future, I'm going to do. So then you glorify me in future when I do. I have not done anything yet, right? If I take all that glorification now, this is actually not glorification, it is an insult. It's like saying, if you had done this, then you would be so great. Is that an actual glorification? You didn't do yet. When you do this, then you will be so great. Now, that means now you are not great. Is this glorification? It's not. Prithu Maharaj says it is an insult. And if we are foolishly, if somebody is glorifying us for what we did not do, and if we think, oh, and you take all that credit, actually you're being a fool, number one. If you didn't do, and if somebody is glorifying you for what you didn't do, and you're also taking that credit, that's an insult. That person is insulting you. And by accepting that, you're also taking that insult. Just see how fine and rich the Vedic culture is, simply by learning just hearing pastime stories, how your consciousness develops so much, isn't it? Okay. So, yeah. So you should give the position to the demigods, whatever they deserve, that much you should give. Not that you just put them on the same level of the Supreme Lord. That's an offense. The conclusion is that we should neither differentiate between the forms of the Lord nor equate the forms of the Lord with the forms of demigods or human beings. For instance, sometimes foolish sannyasis thinking the body of the Lord to be material, Mayavadis, equate Daridra Narayan with Narayan. Daridra because poor man, and everyone is Narayan. So this is poor Narayan, this is rich Narayan, this is tiger Narayan, this is cat Narayan. This is offensive. Narayan, because you say that his body is material. Now all material bodies, you're saying this is Narayan. This is very offensive, certainly offensive. Unless one is instructed by a bona fide spiritual master, he cannot perfectly understand these forms. Same thing we are reading. Do you remember in Bhagavad Gita yesterday? We read, what did we read in Bhagavad Gita? One who sees Paramatma and the living entity present in the body. The body is destructible, but Paramatma is not destructible. One who sees like this is actually seeing. One who sees that Paramatma present everywhere. In the material body, the body is going to be destroyed. This material world is going to be destroyed, but Paramatma is eternal. One who sees like this is actually seeing. But what is the important point that Srila Prabhupada is saying there? Who can see this? Only a person who hears from a real, spiritual advanced person, really a person who is, who really knows this, right? A spiritually advanced person. When you hear from such a person, then you can understand. Same point is being said here. How will you understand all this? Unless one is instructed by a bona fide spiritual master, he cannot perfectly understand these different forms. About, sentimentally we'll be attached. In my childhood, I was worshipping this form. So therefore, on my altar, I will also put this form. But what is your understanding? Are you seeing that form as a guru who led you to Krishna, or you're seeing that form as equal to Krishna? If you're seeing as equal to Krishna, it's offensive. How you will know that? By hearing from a bona fide guru, you will understand. Unless one is instructed by a bona fide spiritual master, he cannot perfectly understand these different forms. The Brahma Samhita confirms Vedeshu Durlabham. You cannot understand by studying Vedas. Adurlabham Atma Bhakta. Atma Bhakta means a devotee, right? When you hear from a pure devotee, then it is easily understood. But if you try to understand directly from Vedas, you won't be able to understand. One cannot understand the differences between the forms of the Lord simply by academic study or by reading Vedic literature. One must learn from a realized devotee. Only then can one learn how to distinguish between one form of the Lord and another. There is difference, but also there is no difference. Where there should be difference, where there is no difference, how you can understand? You can understand by hearing from a bona fide spiritual master. Academically, you won't understand. The conclusion is that there is no difference between the forms of the Lord, but there is a difference between his forms and those of the demigods. We had completed this verse yesterday. So just let me read at least one verse today so that we'll continue. Maniriyatha vibhagena. So whatever was said in the previous verse, that you shouldn't see difference between Ishvaras, right? Different forms of Ishvara. For that, now a quote is given, right? It is substantiated by a reference in Shastra. Maniriyatha vibhagena nila pitadi bhiryutaha rūpa bhedam avapnoti dhyāna-bheda tathāchyutaha. When the jewel known as Vaidurya touches various other materials, it appears to be separated into different colors, and consequently its forms also appear different. Similarly, according to the meditational ecstasy of the devotee, the Lord, who is known as Achyuta, the infallible one, appears in different forms, although he is essentially one. This is a verse quoted from Sri Narada Pancharatra. So Vaidurya stone, I guess like a diamond, when it touches other materials, it appears to be separated into different colors. So you have experience with diamond, right? Diamond, when you see different shades. It is glittering, different colors. So it appears to be separated. So Vaidurya, here specifically Vaidurya stone is said. So when it touches other materials, then it shows different colors. It reflects. So, or, the other day I gave you the example of a silk sari within our experience. So you know that. It appears to be separated into different colors, and consequently its forms also appear differently. Because of different colors, it appears in different forms also, this Vaidurya stone. But actually, are there so many different stones? Stone is one, but is appearing in different forms and different colors because of coming in touch with different types of materials. So similarly, the Lord, according to the meditation of the different devotees, is appearing in different forms. So according to the meditational ecstasy of the devotee, the Lord, who is known as Achyuta, appears in different forms, although he is essentially one. Bhatta kohe kaha ami jiva pamara, kaha tumi sei Krishna sakshat Ishvara. So Mahaprabhu is saying, my dear Bhatta, I was just joking, don't feel bad. And then explain this whole thing about if we see difference in Ishvara, then it is an offense. And actually, there is no difference between Lord Narayan and Krishna. Like this one, Mahaprabhu said, after this whole thing, what is Venkat Bhatta saying? Kaha ami jiva pamar. Where am I? Pamara. Pamara means, like a labor class, right? A very lowly person. Kaha ami jiva. I'm just a soul, a living entity, insignificant soul. Jiva actually means a conditioned soul covered by avidya. But Venkat Bhatta is saying, Kaha ami jiva pamar, I am an insignificant, lowly soul. Kaha tumi, say Krishna Sakshat Ishvara. I am just, after all, a lowly living entity, insignificant living entity. And you are that same Krishna that you're talking about, who is Swayam Bhagavan, Sakshat Ishwar. Where is the comparison? That's the point. Venkat Bhatta then said, I'm an ordinary fallen living entity. Jiva, na? That's why fallen living entity. But you are Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Agadha, Ishvara Leela, Kichui na jani, tumi jai kaho, sei satya kori mani. Agadha. Agadha means you cannot find the depth, right? It's fathomless. You cannot find the bed, how deep it is. Agadha, what is this? Ishvara Leela. The Lord's pastimes are fathomless. Kichui na jani. And I am so insignificant. I am, after all, a fallen, insignificant living entity. How can I know about the unlimited, fathomless pastimes of the Lord? And you are that Krishna. Tumi jai kaho, say satya koriman. Whatever you say, I simply accept as truth. I don't have the capacity to actually analyze and understand all this because your pastimes are fathomless, you know. But whatever you say, I simply accept it as truth. Tumi jai kaho, say satya karimani. The transcendental pastimes of the Lord are unfathomable and I do not know anything about them. Whatever you say, I accept as truth. This is the way to understand the truth about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, Arjun said very much the same thing. Sarvam etad ritam manye. Whatever you have said, I accept as truth. Ritam means truth. Yanmam vadasi Kesava. Whatever you told me, Yanmam vadasi Kesava. Sarvam, everything. Etad ritam manye. I accept as true. Nahite Bhagavan Vyaktim Vidur Devana Danava. Nahite Bhagavan Vyaktim. So there is nobody equal to you. Vidur Deva na Danavaha. So neither the demigods nor the demons, O Lord, can understand your personality. Vidu means to know. Deva, Danava. Demigods and demons. Neither the demigods nor the demons can know te, you. Bhagavan Vyaktim. Right? So Bhagavan Vyaktim, that means your personality. Neither the demigods nor the demons can know your personality. I accept whatever you have said, I accept as true. Nobody can know. That means, what capacity do we have? We cannot understand. We can only hear. But important thing is, after hearing, are we able to believe it or not? Are we able to get faith in that? What is the difference between Arjun or Sri Venkat Bhatta and us? Arjun is accepting whatever Krishna said, he accepted as fact. Venkat Bhatta also is saying, whatever you have said, I'm accepting as fact. But for us, when we hear things from Shastra, really, it is like this, we get questions. How is it like this? Why is it like this? So why we don't get? Because we still don't have firm faith. Dhrida Shraddha. When you get Dhrida Shraddha, you accept. And now, in our state, we even say, I accept everything. But then in action, it is viparita. Our actions are viparita. If I accept everything that, what was the result of Arjun's accepting everything that Krishna said? He immediately went and fought to kill his grandfather, teacher, everybody. No problem. That was the result. So now, if I got that faith, if I say, yes, I accept everything, whatever Krishna said, I accept as truth, then what should be my action? Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishna Nityadas 24/7. I will be like surrendering Krishna, 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 chanting Hare Krishna all the time. So this is the way to accept. Oh Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demons, O Lord, can understand your personality. It is not possible to understand the truth about the pastimes of the Lord simply by using our own logic. So by now, I think all of you understand, we all understand, our instruments are made of external energy. They are not capable of understanding the Lord's pastimes, his names, his quality, nothing about him, because they are all made of his Swarup Shakti, internal energy, which is far, far superior. For us to able to understand that, first of all, we need that Swarup Shakti in the form of bhakti. And also, even after that, when the Lord decides, when he reveals himself, then we can know. And whatever he reveals, how much ever he reveals, that much only we can know. Nobody can claim that, oh, now I know everything about the Lord. No. It is not possible to understand the truth about the pastimes of the Lord simply by using our own logic, argument, and academic education. Whatever, Shastra sometimes explains to us things logically. The whole idea is because we don't accept unless it is logic. So to somehow or other convince us so that we will start sadhana, bhakti. In some cases, Shastra gives logic. So wherever Shastra gives logic, we use that logic. You see, right? In our discussions, sometimes logic is used. Wherever Shastra is giving logic, to that extent, we'll explain logically. But you cannot set a condition that everything must be explained logically, then only I will accept. No, no, it's not possible. And Shastra is not obliged. If you don't accept, you're the loser. So it is not possible to understand the truth about the pastimes of the Lord simply by using our own logic, argument, and academic education. We must receive bona fide information from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like from Bhagavad Gita, Uddhav Gita, like that. Just as Arjun received information when Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita. We have to accept the Bhagavad Gita or any other Vedic literature is in good faith. Important thing is faith. That means you hear and you accept it in faith. These Vedic literatures are the only source of knowledge about the Lord. See? There's no need to read other books. They are not giving you knowledge. It's just ignorance. These Vedic literatures are the only source of knowledge about the Lord. We must understand that we cannot comprehend the absolute truth by the speculative process. So thank you for staying so long. I know it's late for you. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Srila
Thank you,
Prabhupada
Mataji.
ki jai. Samaveta Gaur Bhaktavindi
Your
ki jai.
Bhakti ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I have one thing to ask.
Yes, yes.
This Venkat Bhatta is father of Srila Gopal
Gopal
Bhatta,
Bhatta.
right? Who,
Yes.
because of whose sadhana the Radharaman Lalji manifested. Okay.
Yes.
I was just thinking yesterday, I thought I'll ask you.
Yes, Mataji. So Mahaprabhu
Thank you.
stayed in their house for 4 months during Chaturmas.
Chaturmasya, yeah.
And at that time, Gopal Bhatta was a small boy, I think like 5-year-old boy, and he was very fond of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes, same. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
And
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhuvya patitanam
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.